Hello and welcome back, everybody. How you doing? So, before we get into everything important, before the start of this project, I want to check everything's working correctly. So, CV's at 10%. All right. Hello, audio check, audio check. All right, microphone works brilliant, and audio check, audio check. All right, microphone work. This time, audio's muted. Hold on. Hello, audio check, voice is clear. Hello, audio check. Audio check, audio check. Alright, let's do this. Okay, this is... Hello, audio check. Testing once again, audio check. Hello, hello, hello. Alright, microphone works. Because this is going to be a long project, and that is why I need to be clear that all the other stuff works. Like the recording and the audio and all the other important stuff. So, what are we going to be doing? Of course, it is going to be a beautiful project. Yes, you heard that right. This is going to be a project. Oh, what is this? No, no, don't hang up, please. And please do not hang up on me. Please do not hang up. Do not hang up. No, no, no. I already have a window. I already have a browser open. Let's just do that. There it is. All right. Yeah. So we're going to build a basic POS system, which is a point of sale system. So first, let me tell you what a point of sale system is. Let's power Gemini. Open up Gemini, please. All right. Tell me what a point of sale software is. Let's go, Gemini. Let's do this. All right. It's the digital command center. All right. Used by businesses to manage sales, accept payments, and track inventory. While a cash register only handles money, a point of sale system acts as the brain of the business, connecting every sale to the back-end data, like stock levels and customer history. Think of it as the interface your cashier, or you as a customer, uses to check out an item. Alright, it calculates the price, adds taxes, and sends a signal to the card reader to process the payment. So it's a whole factory, right? It's everything all in one bundle. There's item entry, calculation, payment finalization. There's inventory management, sales analytics, customer relationship, employee management. But of course, that is the advanced stuff. There's different sorts of POSs. So that is a point of sale system, a point of sale software, a digital command center used by businesses to do all this stuff. A lot of stuff, right? Sales, accept payments, and track inventory. What are we going to do? Products, category, sales, cart like automatic total calculation, admin panel. Real companies use this. Clean project structure, ready to push to GitHub. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Yeah, we already have Python installed. We have PIP installed. Basic terminal usage. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no. I haven't used Django. Yeah, I know we have used Django, but if I tell ChatGPT we have used Django, it's gonna be a little bit harder, right? Like, yeah, ChatGPT is gonna give us instructions directly. We're not gonna be able to understand everything to the point, like in depth. It's just gonna ChatGPT is just gonna tell us I mean, ChatGPT is just gonna give us the direct commands. We're gonna type it down. Like, we're not gonna get the knowledge. We need the knowledge, right? We need to understand what's going on. And that is why I told ChatGPT, yeah, that I have not used Django, although I have. You get the point, right? We want to understand stuff. I want ChatGPT to explain it to me like I'm a baby, because because ChatGPT is really good at explaining stuff any way you want. You tell it, explain it to me like a grade 1 student, explain it to me like a baby, explain it to me like a grade 5 student. So it adjusts the level of explanation. That is what I love about ChatGPT, and that is why I said no to ChatGPT, that I haven't used Django. So you get the idea. All right. So A Python web framework used to build websites, dashboards, admin panels, APIs, point of sale systems. Yes, real companies use Django. Okay. Django gives you URL routing, models, views, templates, and admin. URL routing. When user goes here, run this code. Okay, that is your routing. Models, Python classes. Models are actually Python classes that become database tables. Views are logic. What happens when user clicks something? Okay. Templates are the HTML with logic. Admin is automatic backend panel for a point of sale system. Use all of these. This is a point of sale software, a point of sale system. All right. There are two levels in Django projects. Project, the big container, which has the settings, the URLs. Hold on for a second. The config, the whole system, and apps. Each app does one job. Product manages the products into categories, sales, selling items, totals, etc. Big rule. One app is equal to one responsibility. I get it. This is how real companies structure Django projects. Yes, let's do that. So one app is equal to one responsibility. So each app is going to hold a single responsibility. So a project can have multiple apps and one. Yeah, that's it for now. Okay. Create main folder, POS system. All right, let's do that. This folder will become your GitHub repository, contain everything. All right, mkdir POS system. Let's first open up here, downloads. Okay, so the name of the project is going to be POS system. Let's do that. There it is, POS system. CD, and let's CD there. All right, let's do that. First, I open up the folder with VS Code. All right, hold on for a second. All right. So, this folder will become our GitHub repository and contain everything. Virtual environment. What is this? A private Python? Only for this project. Prevents breaking other projects. Activate it. Let's do this. First, let us move to the terminal. There it is. The command for creating a virtual environment, python-m. Alright, and you can change the name, okay, that's for later. And we are inside the POS system. Let's create a virtual environment inside it. Let's do that. And then later on, after making the virtual environment, we have to activate it using this. Alright. Alright, so what is next? Activate the scripts in the virtual environment. So look at this. Okay, it's free. Scripts and activate. What is this? Alright, oh, that's very easy. Give me command for VS Code to enable running scripts for current user. Let's do that. So, alright, so set execution policy. Set execution policy. Space X dash execution policy, okay. Remote signed, alright. Scope is the current user, alright. There it is. But there is a small U. There it is. I'll press the up arrow and we should be able to activate the script. There it is. Lovely. We are inside, alright. And now I need to select the pip version, Python version. Let's select the version. That is we need to select the virtual environment for this. Why do I not see Python over here? Oh, is it because I haven't created a Python file? Alright. Okay. Yes, we do that. We see that. Pip installs Django. Wait. Let me see if Django... So Django, this is a virtual environment, right? So Django should not be here. Yeah, it's not here. Let it install Django inside the virtual environment. Okay, what is Django? It is just a Python package. It is just a Python package, alright? It's just a Python package. Alright, almost. Please install. Please install faster, please! Install. Please install. Install. Come on, faster. Please, faster. Please be fast. Oh, come on. You know, the amount of time you're taking to install these packages. Oh my gosh. Please, hurry up. Please hurry up. Install the collected packages. Please install. Yes, finally. So yeah, the terminal listened to me and installed the packages. The terminal installed the packages. Next step is to save the dependencies. Alright. Pip freeze and then angular bracket requirements.txt. Alright. Wait, any other step that we might skip? No. Check the admin version. Alright. Django admin version. Alright, 6.0.1. Alright, so the next step is to freeze the pip. So we're doing some freezing over here. Everything's going to become a little bit cold. Pip freeze requirements.txt. Requirements.txt. Alright, start freezing stuff. Make everything so cold. There it is. So there should be a requirements.txt over here. Here it is. These are the requirements to parse, SQL parse, SQL parse, TZ data, Django and ASGI REF. Alright, so these are the requirements currently. What is next? Anyone can recreate your environment, okay? Create Django project. Alright, Django-admin. Let's do that. Django-admin. Space start project. Start, is there a dash? Start project, no dashes. Start project. And POS, again, space POS. And then there's a dot. What is all this doing? What just happened? POS system. Start project POS. Isn't that like the first part of the POS system? Like POS system, that's the word before the dash. So what's going to happen now? Inside the POS, oh, we started a new project called POS. Alright. So point of sale system is the main project file. The folder, inside we have the manage.py, which is the command center. And then the configuration. The project configuration is going to be inside POS. And I think that is why we named it POS. POS. Alright, so inside POS, we did some things like settings.py, urls.py, and there's more stuff. Why the dot? Because create files here. Alright, I totally get it. So inside POS system, we started a, what do you call, a new folder. We created a new folder, and there's a dot because you have to create the files inside that. Alright, .pos. So we create a file like settings.py, urls.py. So settings is for all settings, urls is for main URL router. This is going to do the routing and stuff. Settings is for all the settings. Project configuration is inside POS. Manage.py is a command center. Alright. This avoids ugly nested folders. Alright, run the server. Okay, run the server. Let's do that. Do we have everything? Yes, we do. Okay, it's exactly as ChatGPT told us. We have a PS folder. Inside we have the init.py file, ASCII file, setting.py, urls.py, ASCII.py. Alright, beautiful. And we also have the manage.py. What are we going to do next? Manage.py run server. Python, manage.py, run server. So manage.py is for like the command center. If you see you're officially a Django developer, yo, I'm a Django developer. Let's go. I am so excited. Let's run this. Install worked successfully. Congratulations! You're seeing this page because debug equal true is in your settings file, and you have not configured any URLs. Lovely! Absolutely lovely. Very important rule for now. Don't copy paste blindly. Type every command. Ask why. I'll explain. Reply only with this. Step 1 done. Once confirmed, we will create a first Django app. Explain models and database like Lego blocks. Build real point of sale products and categories. Use Django admin panel magic one step at a time. Alright. Step 1 done. You've crossed the hardest mental barrier already. Now we start building the actual point of sale features. Your first Django app, okay, products. This step teaches you what an app is, how Django connects Python to the database, how real systems model products and categories. Take it slow as its core skill. What is a Django app? Very important. A Django project is equal to whole system. A Django app is equal to one feature. Examples. Point of sale system is the project, okay. Products inside the project, that is one app. Sales is another app. Users is another app. Rule used by companies. One app should do one thing well. Alright. That's the whole project. Inside the app, we have 3 different apps. Products, sales, and users. Create the products app. Run this inside... Okay. First, we're going to work on the products app. Run this inside POS system folder. Yeah, we are currently in the... Hold it. Run this inside the POS system folder. Let me just see. Where are we? We are in the POS system folder, yes. Python manage.py start app products. Start app products. Do we already have products in this? Let me see. Settings.py. There should be products app. Installed apps. But there's no products over here. Alright, let's see what happens. Okay. Python manage.py. Start app products. Oh, products. Look at that. There's a whole bunch of files now. Views, tests, models, apps, admin, init, migrations, and all that beautiful stuff. New folder appears. Yes, it did. We have admin, apps, models, tests, migrations, and views. Yes, we do. This is normal and correct. Tell Django this app exists. Django does nothing automatically. So we just created our first app. We need to tell Django that this app exists. Django does nothing automatically. You must register the app. Open settings app high for the point of sale software. Point of sale folder. Let's close this and let's close this. For the point of sale folder, we open the settings app high. Here it is. Yes. So you remember we did the tutorial on Django, and we had to register the app over here. So most probably we're going to type the name of it over here. Yeah, settings.py, install apps. This is it. This is definitely it. You can see settings.py, install apps. And at the bottom, we have to add products like this. Yeah, pretty straightforward. Okay, products. Let's do that. Done, saved. Edit products with an S. Alright, yeah. What is the next step? And why did we do this? Django now knows models, admin, migrations from this app exist. So it was models, admin, migrations. Models, admin, and migrations. There it is. Alright. Core concept. Models is equal to database tables. I get it. Models are database tables. In Django, a model is actually a Python class. Each class, okay, so for example, I have a Python class, and that Python class is going to be a database table. So that's a database table. So models are basically database tables after being a class. So first they're a class, and then they're a database table. Models equal Python class. Each class is a database table. So the class is the database table. Each attribute inside the class is a column. I get it. You don't write SQL. Django does it. Create point of sale models real world. Okay. Models real world. Create point of sale models. What is a model in Django? A model is a class, a Python class, and that class is database table. And inside the database table, each attribute is a column. There's columns and tables, so each attribute is going to be a column. All right. To create a POS model means create a database table. Point of sale software, database table. Create that. Database table. Let's create the database table. First, open products/models.py. Products/models.py. There it is. Create your models here. Oh, lovely. Delete everything inside and write exactly this. From Django.db import models. Why are we doing this? Because obviously we're going to create a point of sale. We're going to create models. And what are models? Database tables. I mean, they're classes, and each class is a database table. It's a database table. A table in a database. It's a database table. Alright. From Django.db import models. It's already there. Now we'll build category first. Category model. What does category model mean? Category model means category database table. The category table inside the database. First is going to be the category table. So let's do that. Class category. Models out model. Alright. For models, we're going to use model. Okay. And then name is equal to, we have a variable called name. Whatever you're assigning it. Models.carefield. Okay. It's a character field. If it's a max length of 100, okay. Max length, there was supposed to be an underscore. Max length is equal to 100. Done. What is next? Define string, define str, okay. Is it under? It's still inside the class. It's inside the class. Define something called underscore. There's 2 underscores and then str, and then 2 underscores again. And here we're going to pass self in it. I wonder, it's passing self, so it knows that we're referring to this. And it's going to return self.name. But we need to call this function, right? Otherwise, who's going to call it? Why are we returning self.name? I get it, we're going to return self.name. I get that. But why are we doing using self? It's referring to itself, right? It's referring to the name that is inside the category class and not any other name. So it's like, oh, since it's a class, there might be an object. And this is Python. So a class, so when we instantiate the class, right? An object is going to be created in memory, and something is going to point to that. You know what? Hold on. Let's just let ChatGPT explain this. This tells Django, this class is a database table. It's a table inside a database. A table inside a database. So it's a database table. And this class is that thing. Alright? A text column. And the attributes. Yes, the attributes are the columns. Remember, ChatGPT told us. The attributes are the columns. So first we have the name column. And it's going to accept characters, which is text. Well, it can only be 100. Nothing can be typed more than 100. Max character is 100. Example, beverages, electronics. That's the first column, name. And it's a category. What is it? Is it a beverage? Is it an electronic? What is the category of the product? This is what I'm going to understand. str, human readable name. Admin panel will show category names instead of category object 1. Oh, category object 1. This is not optional. Professional always add this. Oh, so we do this. It's going to show us. It's actually going to show the category name, which is name. Oh, whatever we add, like beverages, electronics. It's going to return the name. And it's not going to write this. Otherwise, if we remove that, it's going to write this category object 1. Because whatever the first thing is, it's going to say category object 1. But if we write the str line, it's going to give us the actual name of the product. The actual name of the product for the category that we specified, alright? This is the name of the product, and then we have the category of the product, and then the price and the stock. Wow, this is really simple. You know, I never imagined Django being so simple. It's actually so simple. And I love it. I absolutely love it. Thank you so much for creating Django. Thank you. I absolutely love Django. Absolutely love Django. Yes, I love Django. Yes, Django is lovely. It's lovely. All right, let's just get back to coding. Django is lovely. Django is beautiful. All right, why am I saying all this stuff? Let's just get back to coding. What am I doing? I know I love coding, but yeah, let's just get back to the actual coding, please. All right, so the first column is done. The second column is going to be a category. Models.foreign key. Alright, so we're using something called the model foreign key. Models.foreign key. Category. And then there's a comma. Where are these arguments? What are these? On delete is equal to models.cascade. Okay, is this an event handler? On delete is equal to models.cascade. Alright. It's probably going to it's going to delete something. It's either going to delete the cell, because what's the point of deleting the whole column, right? And then we have another column. What was columns? Look, each attribute is a column. Each attribute is equal to column. So these are all columns. We're adding columns. Next column is for price. Okay. Models.decimal field. So, okay, it's going to be a number, and that is why we're using decimal field. Okay. It could be a point number as well, right? Decimal field. The max digits can be 10. And the decimal places, just 2 decimal places? Alright. We've got math over here, bros. Dudes and dudesses. We've got mathematics. We've got mathematics. Mathematics. Decimal places, too. We're doing math right now. And then we have stock, which is the last column, probably. Stock is equal to, this is model.positive integer field. Positive integer field, can the stock not be negative? Models.positive integer field. So we're just like calling it or something? We're not like doing anything inside it? Alright, let's continue. And then again, for that same function, str. Oh, we already have that. I forgot we're in the same class. We're still in the same class. Yo, I think I made a mistake. We're supposed to be in the product class product. Did I do something wrong? Category. Oh, I did do something wrong. This is supposed to be another class. So first class is done, and now each class is a database table, right? Each class is equal to a database table. Each class is a database table. So the first database table was category, right? Which was all this. And the second database table is products. Also, the max length over here is 150. It's a bit different. Let's change to, also there was no space. Why did I give space over here? So the first one was category, second one was products. Alright, done. It's product. Second one is product, and the first one is category. Alright. The first one, we just have the name. Second one, the max length is 150 character. I mean, you can set the character length whatever you want. I'm just trying to follow the manual that ChatGPT is giving us, alright? Nothing so complex. Simple. Model care field. Alright, 150. Return self.name. It's the same for product as well. Return self.name. Okay, Lego blocks, yeah. What is category? It is one product belongs to one category. One product belongs to one category. This creates a relationship. For example, Coke belongs to beverages, laptop belongs to electronics. On deleted is equal to models at cascade. If category is deleted, delete its products. Oh, okay. So I was actually thinking about this. So, yeah. So category can be deleted, actually. Now that I realize it. And this is also going to delete its products. Models.cascade. This is real world logic. Correct way to store money. Do we add money in this? Price, yeah, we did. Price. Models. Never use float for money. Use decimal field. Okay. No negative stop. Yeah, exactly. I was thinking about this. Django enforces rules for you. Okay, lovely. Next, create database tables migrations. You wrote Python, but database does not exist yet. So yeah, up to this point, we've created the database tables. There's 2 database tables, category and product. And each one has columns. And this one has 4 columns. The one above it has 1 column. Let me just save the file. All right, there it is. And now, they have been written. They are existing. No, they are not existing. I mean, they have just been written, but they need to exist. They need to start existing. So how do we make these database tables come into existence? Create the migration file. Okay. Python manage.py make migrations. Python. So this is manage.py is actually is the command center. I realize it now because most of the commands that we're doing, like, they're always attached to manage.py. All right, let's do this. Make migrations. Notice that we're actually working on the products app right now. Okay, and it automatically create. Yes, the database tables have been created. Model and no, product and category. Product and category database tables. The 2 tables have been created. Category and product. Lovely. Yeah, it did it. Apply to database. So they are now in existence, the database tables. But they need to be applied to the database. How to do that? Python manage.py migrate. Okay, let's do that. Manage.py. Migrate. All right, done. Quick sanity check. Run the server again. Python manage.py run server. And let's just open the history over here. That would give us the, what do you call? Here it is. All right, it still works. It's a 127.0.0.1. And port 8000, all right. Perfect, stop here. Step 2 done. Next, we will unlock Django Admin Magic, point of sale backend, add products visually, make it feel like real software. You just did real backend development. Now comes the magic moment of Django, the part that makes it insanely productive for point of sale internal systems. Step 3, Django Admin your point of sale backend. This step will give you a ready-made admin panel, let you add products and categories without user interface, show why companies love Django for internal tools. No HTML yet. Backend first. This is how pros work. So backend, it should be done first. Backend. This is how pros work. All right, let's listen to you. Probably you're right. What is Django Admin? Django gives you login system, CRUD, create, read, update, delete, forms, validation, etc. for free based on your models. We just need to register models. So what do we do first? Create admin user. Because we're working on the Django admin now. So Python manage.py create super user. Create super user. It will ask for the username, email, password. Password won't show while typing. That's normal. All right. So hold on for a second. Let's just name this. What do you say? Admin. And no need. Let's leave that empty. This is going to be admin and admin again. So admin 2 times. All right, admin twice. Super user created successfully. Hold on for a second. All right, so yeah. Let me just go full screen. Open admin panel and run this. So I have to run python manage.py run server again. Python manage.py run server. And let's reload this. So it still works. But I have to type admin after the port number. So yeah, this was okay, log in. It was admin. Groups and users. Django administration. You should see Django administration dashboard. Yes, I do see it. Why you don't see the products yet? Because Django doesn't auto-show models. You must register them. Okay, let's register the models in admin. In admin, product/admin.py. Register your models here. Replace everything with this. First, we have to do some imports. So from Django.contrib, let's do that first. Import admin. Yes, it's already imported. And then import from .models. From .models. Import what? Category and product. Import category. You see that? Category and product. Comma product. So from the models, this is the models file, right? Maybe the dot is because we're importing, I don't know what the dot here is for. But from the models, we're importing the category and product classes, which are database tables. Each class is a database table. So we're importing these classes. The next step is to register them. How do we do that? Admin.site.register. That's it. Admin.site.register. And that is it. The first name is category. Let's do that again. Admin.site.register. And it is product. Alright. This tells Django, show these models in admin panel. Show these models in admin panel. Let's reload the admin panel. Alright, I can see the models. First model is the category, and the second model is the product. Categories and the products. Alright, lovely. Why do I see products and categories? It's without an S. Category. Well, that is unexpected. It did add an S at the end, right? You do notice that there's no S with these. There is an S there. Well, I mean, okay. Now refresh, so you will now see categories and products. Add sample data like a real point of sale. Add categories like categories. Add beverages, electronics, and groceries. Alright, let's do that. The name is going to be beverages, category name. Beverages. Save and add another beverages. And what's next? Electronics. Alright, electronics is done. And finally, groceries. Save and continue editing. And now it is time to add products. Alright. And alright, so these are the categories. It is time to add the products. Okay. Let's add the products. The name is going to be Coke. Yeah, let's send that to the beverages category. Alright, 1.50. 100. Alright, save and add another. Alright. Add 2 to 3 products. This is exactly how small companies manage inventory. Alright, save. So we have one product, which is the Coke. Okay. What other product can we add? We also have the different commands here. Let's add another product. Beverages, electronics. Alright, let's add another product. It's going to be called the television. Category, electronics. Price, 1,000.50. Stop, 10. There it is. The product has been added. Television. Okay, it belongs to the electronics category. Let me see the categories. Now let me see the products. Let's add another product, which is going to be the groceries. Alright. The grocery, we're going to buy some potatoes. groceries. It's going to be 0.00. Stock 100. Alright. And let's just save this. So we have potatoes, television, and Coke. Alright, so this is done. This is exactly how small companies manage inventory. Important concept you just learned. You now understand models. Models is your database. Admin is your user interface for models. Relationships is your foreign key. CRUD is without front end. CRUD without front end. Oh, okay. CRUD without front end. So there's no front end, but there is CRUD. Alright. I mean, yeah, that's what I understand from this. CRUD without front end. You can tell me in the comments whatever your perspective is. This is enterprise grade knowledge. Stop and confirm. Step 3 done. Yeah. Next step will be sales app. Actual point of sale logic, totals calculation, simple checkout screen. You're officially past beginner level now. Alright. Step 3 done. We are done, and it is time to move to the next step. The part that makes money. Actual point of sale logic. Take a breath. This step is the heart of the system. But we'll keep it simple and clean. Step 4, sales app, the point of sale brain. This step teaches how point of sale sales are modeled in real life, how totals are calculated, how Django relationships work in practice, how point of sale sales work, real world. In any point of sale system, a sale happens, a sale has many items. Each item is a product, a quantity, a price at time of sale. We model this using 2 tables, sale and sale item. This is industry standard. Each item is a product. Each product has a quantity. There's a quantity for each product. There's 5, there's 10, there's 100. There's a price at time of scale. Yeah. So we are going to use 2 tables, sale and sale item. So first, let's create the sales app. Let's do that. Python manage.py. Start app sales. Start app sales. All right. Let me just close the products app. Sales should be created. The sales folder should be created. After this, there it is. Models, admin, views. And migrations. There it is. Register the app first. Open point of sale /settings.py. Alright. Oh yeah, I forgot. We need to register this. Definitely. Let's do that. Let's add a comma. The name of the app is sales, right? Yeah, it is sales. There it is. There we go. Now that is done. And at bottom of installed apps, yeah, we did this. Create the sales models. Create the sales database. Sales /models.py. Alright, let's do that. Models.py. Now this is the products. So we have to go to the sales models.py, which is this. Alright. Create your models here. So this is going to be pretty simpler and similar like how we did it before. First, we need to import the Django.db, which is already imported from models. Alright. The second step is to import the from products.models, which is products.models. We're importing something from the products app, specifically from the models folder, from the models file. We're importing the product class. This is the product class. We're importing that. Probably going to be used. So let's do that. Models import product. From the products, we're accessing the models. And we're importing the product class. Sale model. Alright. Now we just have to create a we know that a model in Django is actually a Python class. Yes. And each Python class represents a database table. So this is a Python class and it's representing a single database table. So this is a table. The sales table. The sale table. Let's create that. Class sale. Is it a capital? Models.model. Alright, let's do that. So since we imported models, we're going to use the model from this. What is this? Created at a variable. Created underscore at. Okay, models.datetime field. Models.datetime field. Auto now add. Equal to true. Alright. What is that? What is that? I get it that we're importing the datetime field. What is this? A function? It's a class. So we're importing the datetime field class from the models module. And then what is this? Is this a parameter? It's a function. So we have a function and we've assigned it a Boolean value. Can you imagine that? So this is really interesting. This is where Python and Django get interesting. And again, that function, right? It's inside the class. Define str. Pass self into it. Okay, return something, right? Before we were returning self.name. And now this is a string, alright. What do we have inside the string? Okay, it says sale. And then we have a hashtag, which is probably going, it's like we know that in HTML, CSS, JavaScript. In JavaScript, we use the hashtag. You do remember that, right? From my last video in the HTML, CSS, JavaScript series, we use the hashtag. That was specifically for the ID, I think. If I correctly remember, that was for the ID. We were using the hashtag to modify its CSS. No, to modify. Hold on. We were using hashtag to modify its CSS, yes, not the JavaScript. So if I remember that correctly, it's similar to that. But over here, there is a bit difference. I mean, I could be wrong. It could be totally different, totally opposite. Or it could be similar, so it could be anything. You can tell me in the comments if I'm correct or if I'm incorrect. Alright. Hashtag self.id. Self.id. Okay, why are we doing this? Self.id. I don't get this. Self.id. Hashtag self.id. This represents one receipt. Okay, so this is just one receipt. Wow. Next is the first database table is done. The sale database table is done. It says created at. So whatever receipt it is, that receipt was created at this date, this time. Next is the sale item model. The table for the sale item. Okay, sale product quantity price. This is for the actual product itself. It's for the actual product. Let's do that. First, come out of the sale class, the sale database table, create a new database table called sale item. Sale item, alright. Yeah, again, models, pass the models dot model. And now, okay, create a new variable called sale. We're assigning to it models.foreign key. Okay, from the models, we're accessing the foreign key. What are we doing next? Sale, okay. And the related item underscore item. What related item? It's a related name. is equal to items, all right? And then we have on delete models.cascade. So that is going to delete the category and the what do you call it's going to delete the model, the database table, and the categories. Now it's not going to, I'm sorry, it's not going to delete the database table. It's going to delete the category and whatever is inside the category. Because you do remember at some point of the video previously, we read that from ChatGPT, right? So the first column is sale, product, quantity, price. So, alright, what is the product? The product is, okay, again, we're accessing models. Dot foreign key. And then we have product, okay. Product. Isn't product the name of the name of the class? It is. So the foreign key over here is product, am I right? We have a foreign key here. And what about sale? Oh, okay, okay. So we're using that class over here as well. And then we're assigning it to this. Okay. I get it now. I'm starting to get the hang of it now. It's not that hard. It's easy. And then on delete. Okay, we have on delete here as well. Is equal to models.cascade. Next is quantity. How much quantity? What is the quantity of the product? Again, models.positive integer. That positive integer field. And we're just calling this. Is this a class? It is a class. We're just calling the class. And that's it. We're not passing any arguments right now. And then with the price. Okay, again. The price has to be a decimal field. Models.decimal field. Alright. Max digits 10. Or square digits. Cannot be more than 10 digits. And it can only be up to 2 decimal places. Decimal places is 2. Alright, lovely. And then again for the str function, so it actually returns the name of the stuff and not the coding. It shouldn't return the coding stuff, it should return the actual name. That is what we read some time ago. Yes, create this, self, pass self inside it, and then we're going to return something, and this is a bit different. Again, we have a string here, and we're self.product.name. Let me just write it down first. Self.product, which is this. .name. Alright, so yeah. Why would we do that? Why would we do that? Think. Why would we do that? And then self. Hold on. We have a bracket here. We have the round brackets here. So this is interesting. And inside the round brackets, we have again curly brackets, and it says self.quantity. Self.quantity. Lovely. Okay, this is done. And this is self.quantity, and this is self.product. And not only product, from the product we're using its name. Oh, okay. Product and its name, because you know what? Because look at this. From the product actually has a name. Look, a name column. We're accessing the column. I get it. The attribute is a column, so we're accessing the name column from that. And I get it now. Alright, so this is done. This is the models.py file for sales. App. Sales is an app, alright? Remember. The Django as a project is the whole thing. And inside the Django, we have different apps. Each app should be particular to do something important. Try to keep it like that. That's what ChatGPT told us. Line by line explanation print. What does this line does? What does this line do? One sale. Yes, that is true. One sale. Many items. Related name is equal to item. Many items. Okay. Related name is equal to items lets us do sale.items.all. It's going to This, what I understand from this, that we can see all the items. It's going to list all the items. Sale that items at all, right? All the items. One sale, many items. Yeah, there can be many items in a single sale. That's true. This is powerful. All right, this product. Prevent deleting a product that was sold. Or if a product was sold, we probably don't want to delete that. Do not want to do that. Models that protect. Did I even use this? Models that protect. Yo, no, I did not use that. So for a product, models that protect. To protect it from being deleted. Yo, I did not do that. Alright, thank you so much, ChatGPT. You helped me out again. Accounting rule. Very important in real systems. Accounting rule. Okay. Price is equal model at decimal field. Okay. Store price at time of sale. Store the price at the time of sale. Product price might change later. At the time of the sale, store the price. Okay. At the time of sale, store the what? Store the product price at the time of sale. At time of sale, yeah. Store the price. Okay, I get it. Yeah. I totally get it. Okay, it is time to migrate. Yeah, these two commands I'm very familiar now. So first, Python manage .py make migrations. This is the first one, right? Make migrations. We have to do it using manage.py. Alright. Alright, and then the second thing, yeah, sale and sale item done. Second thing is to migrate it. Manage.py. Migrate. The actual stuff is going to be done. Let's wait for it. Alright. Done. Okay, next thing is to register the sales in admin. Yeah. The sales app. Register your models here. From .models. From .models, import sale and sale item. Alright, yeah. Its name is sale, and the second one is sale item. Sale and sale item. Alright, lovely. Okay, so what is next? Class sale item inline. Okay, a new database. What? No. We're not creating a new database table, are we? Let's just follow what ChatGPT told us. Create a new class with the name of sale item inline. Alright, sale item inline. And then the brackets. We're passing admin.tabular inline. Admin.tabular inline. Alright, this is something interesting. It's very cool. Model is equal, and then the sale item is equal to the model. Is being assigned to the... This is a sale item. What is sale item? Look. Sale item is a class. We know what a class is, right? In Django, a class is... Each class is a database table. Each class is a database table. Each class is a database table. So this is a database table. Sale item is a database table. And we're equating that to model. So that database table is being stored inside model. Sale item. Why are we doing that? I actually don't know. Extra is equal to 1. Another variable. Interesting. Okay, so is that a decorator? Am I looking at a decorator right now? So come out of the class. Look at this. And then at admin. No. At admin dot register, okay? Dot register. And then sale. So you know what sale is. Sale is the sales class. The sale class, which is a database table. Each class is a database table. Sale is a database table. And now we're registering the sale database table. Alright, lovely. What is next? Another class, okay. We have another beautiful class right next to this. And this is called the sale admin class. What are we passing into it? Admin.model admin, okay. Admin.model admin, alright, lovely. Another variable, and we're assigning it a list. This is a list, right? There's an item in a list. Sale item inline. Alright. Sale item inline. Create a variable called inlines. Assign to it a list of something. Sale item inline. Alright, so this is done. This creates a sale. Whatever sale that has been done. The item is inside sale inline. Okay. So this is probably all the items are going to be inside this list because these are called the so there's round brackets, there's curly brackets, and then there's these are the square brackets, or the these are the square brackets. Square brackets. Hold on, let me just confirm. Square brackets. Yeah, these are the square brackets. Alright, so the square brackets, these they represent a list in Python. In Python, they're a list. So we have a list of items. It's being assigned to inline. Inlines. It looks like real point of sale backend. Items inside sale inline. All the items that are inside the sale, they're going to be stored inside inlines. Okay. Check admin panel, go to admin, you'll see sales. Alright, let's save this. Let's run the, what do you call? Python manage.py. Run server. Let's do that. Yo, there is sales. Look at that. There is sales. Sales / sale. I see that. So ChatGPT. Wow, this is beautiful. Wait. Go to admin. Let's go to admin. Home. Admin. Yeah, I do see sales. All right. Here are all the actions that I've done. All right, you'll see sales. Click add sale. Let's do that. Let's add a sale. So whatever was sold. What was sold? Coke was sold. How many? 5 Cokes were sold. What was the price? 500. Add another sale item. What was sold? A television. How many were sold? 3 televisions were sold for 1,000. Alright, lovely. Add another. What was sold? Potatoes. How many potatoes? So 3 kg. Kilograms. What was the price? Let's say 7,000. Alright, save. Wow, this is actually cool. And this is sale #1. First sale. Wow, we can actually see what was sold. This is beautiful. You can also delete stuff. You see that? Beautiful. Absolutely love this. This Django is beautiful. Alright, so what is next? This is a real point of sale behavior. Thank you so much, ChatGPT. Okay, next step. Final stretch. Create the point of sale screen. Point of sale screen, simple user interface. Add checkout logic. Make it GitHub ready, clean README. You're very close to a complete point of sale system. You've built a back end of a real... So we just built the back end of a real point of sale system. It is now time to add a simple front end point of sale screen so it doesn't live only in admin. This is the final step. And after this, your project is GitHub worthy. We will keep it minimal, usable, and finishable in 1 hour total. Alright, this step teaches Django views, logic. What are Django views? Okay, URLs, templates, HTML, how backend plus front end connect. No CSS beauty, functionality first like real internal tools. Point of sale flow. What the user will do. Open the point of sale page. Select product, enter quantity. Click add sale. Sale is saved with total. That's enough for small companies. So first, let's do that. At project root, which is the point of sale system, are we there? Let me just turn this off for a second. Alright. So we're in the point of sale, yes, system, which is the project root. We understood a new terminology. What is a project root? The outermost thing, okay. Outermost is point of sale, this whole thing. This is the project root. mkdir templates. Create a new folder called templates. mkdir templates. Done. mkdir templates / sales. Alright, done. One shared templates folder, subfolders, perhaps. So we created 2 folders. One templates folder and another sales folder inside the templates folder. Tell Django where templates are. Next step. Tell Django where the templates are. Let's do that. Select settings.py. We have to tell Django where the templates are. Find templates and update. Yeah, this is it. Update DIRs. Alright, inside DIRs. Base DIR, okay. Base DIR. Lovely. / templates. So the templates folder is where? The templates folder, which is this, it's in the base directory, right? With the base directory is this. No, wait, hold on. This. It's not inside POS, it's not inside any of these. The templates folder is inside the root directory, which is the base directory. You see this? It's the base directory, it's the root directory, and that's it. It's called templates. Is there a space? Space, yeah, there is. Okay. So this is done. Full section should include that. Without this, Django cannot find the HTML files. Okay. Create the point of sale view. Logic. Okay. Sales / views.py. Views.py, yeah. The views are over here. replace everything with this. All right. Okay. From Django.shortcuts, import render, already imported, and redirect. Okay. From .models, okay. From .models, import sale and sale item. Sale and sale item. What is the sale and sale item? This is the sale and sale item. They're classes, they're database tables. They're inside the models.py inside sale. We're importing those classes. Sale and sale item. They are model. They are database tables. We're importing those database tables. What is next? From products.models. And then there's another app. And the name of the app is products. Look. That is the products app. So, from products.models. From the, what is this? From products.models. Import product. Import product. Alright, done. So products is another app inside a project. From that app, we're importing models, the database tables. From the database tables, we're specifically importing models from the database. And inside the database, we have database tables, and we're specifically importing the product database table. Look. Product and database table. There it is. Sales. Okay, let's create a class first. This class is called create sale. Create sale. No, this looks like a method. It's not a class. Create sale. We're passing a request inside it. Request. This is create a new variable called products. What are we assigning to it? We are assigning product from the product class. We're accessing the objects, okay, from the product class. We're accessing all the objects. And we're calling the method, the function, all method, the all function. Probably it's, what I think from this, I don't know, something related to all the database tables. Because, no, something related to the columns. Or it could be something related to the items in the columns. Whatever stuff is inside the columns. I don't know. This is what I think. What is next? If request.method is equal to post. Alright. Request.method is equal to post. What do we do next? It's not picking up method for some reason. I don't get it. Why is it not doing that? What is it going to do? Create a new variable called product ID. Underscore ID. It's small letters, not capital. Product ID. And we're assigning it something. What is it called? request.post. We're actually using the request that we pass into the function. Request.post.get product. Get the product, whatever product it is. Okay. Store that inside product ID. All right. What is next? Create a new variable called quantity. Create a new variable called quantity, whatever it is. Turn it into an integer. So there's like a conversion. Whatever quantity it is going to convert it into an integer. Request.post.get. Quantity. Get the quantity. Alright, done. And then create another variable called product. So get the quantity, the actual quantity, and turn it into an integer, store it inside this quantity variable. Similarly, get the product and store it inside the product ID. Okay, what is next? Inside the product variable, from the product class, we're accessing the objects, and we're getting something. Okay. This is for the product variable. So from the product class, we're accessing the objects, and we're getting something. Product ID is equal to ID. This is the product ID, the variable, which holds the actual product. It holds the product, or maybe it holds the product ID, and we're storing inside ID. It's now equal to ID. The product ID is now the ID. All right. All right. What is next? This is all if this is going to happen. If the method is post. Create another variable called sale and assign to it what? Sale.objects.create. Now we're accessing the database tables, the actual database tables. Sales and sale item. So from the sale database table, if you take a look at this, in the products, you go to the models, you can see this is the product. Where is sale? No, sale is not in the products. It's in the models.py. So here, yeah. So in the models.py for the sales app, you can see there's two classes, two database tables, sale and sale item. Right now we're using that. So sale.objects. We're going to do something here. Sale.objects.create. So we're creating something. What are we creating? I do not know. We're creating the sale objects, I guess. And then over here, we're creating the sale item objects. And we're also assigning them to these variables over here. Alright, so first is the sale. The first is the sale. Okay, let's do this. Sale is equal to sale. Well, okay, so first I use the access. I use the sale item class, then the objects are being, then create the object. Okay, I get it. Sale item dot objects dot create. In the last line, we just used the create method, right? We didn't do anything. Whatever stuff was in that is probably going to get created, from what I understand. Its method is going to do something. But over here, we're specifically creating the stuff and assigning it to new variables. So that's sale is going to be equal to this sale, and that product is going to be equal to this product, and that quantity is going to be equal to this quantity, and the product price is going to be equal to this price. So if we just take a look at the models, you can see these are the attributes, the columns: sale, product, quantity, and price. You see all this? Sale, product, quantity, and price. Product.price. That's a bit different. So product.price. I get it. And what do we do after this? We're still in the if statement. After this, the product.stock minus equal to quantity. Hold it. Isn't this like minus is equal to, hold on, let me ask Gemini. Expand this, please. Shorthand, yeah, it's shorthand. Product.stock is equal to product.stock minus the quantity. So from the product stock, so from the quantity, right, from the quantity, whatever quantity we have, we subtract the product stock. How much product do we have? Wait. For example, 50, okay? It takes that number, subtracts the quantity sold, or remove, for example, 5. Quantity is the items that have been sold. So remove those items. Oh, okay. So we're going to have 45 left. I get it. So whatever items we sell, they're the quantity. Whatever actual items we have, total number, this is the product of stock. Minus these, you get 45. You get it. I get it. And then product.save, okay. This is a method. And then return. There's no else in this. Did you notice? This is all if. There's no else. So if can live without else. If can live without else. There's no else in this. And then we return redirect. Okay. Return redirect. Where did this redirect come from? If you scroll to the top, you can see we imported a function from the shortcuts module. Redirect function. And that's a function. Create sale, okay. Create underscore sale. And this is the name of the function, create sale. We're returning the function. Create sale. We're returning a function. So after we've returned the function, this is all inside the if statement. We come out of the if statement. We were returning the create sale function inside the if statement. Now that we're out of the if statement, we come out of the if statement with a backspace. Wait. It automatically came out of the if statement. If is over here. We still did not come out of there. Okay, now we're out of the if statement. We're inside the create sale function. Now we have to return render. Where did render come from? From over here. Render is a function. Yeah, it's a function. return, and we're going to return that. So this is probably like going to render the page, what I understand from this, because you know what render means, right? Like render this, like make this visible or something. We're going to pass request, which we just request, which we pass into this. Yeah, this is a request. There's going to be a comma. And then we have this. What is this? Sales / create sale.html. Sales / what is sales? Is that like going to be a folder? And then create sale.html. Create sale.html. Alright, there we go. And then there's curly brackets. Inside that we have, so these are probably arguments, since render is a function, right? Yes, it is. Products, and that is, then we have a colon, and then products. Okay. Product. Products. And that is mostly it. But why do I have an error? Within a function, we're not inside the function. Oh, it worked now. Okay. So product and products. Alright, so this is done. Let's read it out. If request of method is equal to post, that means the form has been submitted. Next we have the sale.objects.create. Yeah. Now new receipt has been created. Okay. The new receipt has been created. With all these things, is that it? Sale item.objects.create. Product added to sale. Okay. Oh, these are all the products that are added to the sale. These objects, these products have been added to the sale. These things have been sold. Inventory update. Real point of sale behavior. Yeah. Okay. Create point of sale HTML. Templates / sales. So I think this is yeah. Okay. So I get what sales is now. Sales is the folder inside the folder, which is this. This is the sales folder, which is inside the templates folder. It's going to create a file called create sale.html inside it. Create sale.html. Sale.html. Let's create a file inside it. You have to click on this. Alright, there's a difference. Look, I click on sale. It's going to be called this. Create sale.html. Create sale.html. You see that? Inside the templates. Then what are we going to do next? Paste all this. Let's start. Let's go. So the document type is going to be a HTML. Yeah. It's going to be an HTML. It's going to have a, alright, inside, and then we have HTML. We have the head, the body. Let's work on the head first. Head. Head has a title. We just call the POS. Alright. And then after the head, we have body. So yeah, you know most of this stuff. Okay, so the first thing in the body is the H1 tag, which says point of sale. Point of sale. Alright, done with the H1 tag. We have a form next, which is inside the body. Form. Does it have an ending tag? Alright, it does. Probably doesn't have. Yeah, it does. It does have. So now we're inside the form. But first, whenever the form. Okay, there's a method called post. Oh, okay. So this is the method post. I'm starting to understand this. So it has a method. Yeah, method is equal to post. And then we have this curly brackets. Percentage here. CSRF token. What is that? CSRF token. Percentage. CSRF token. Yeah, that might be something. I don't know about that. Okay, next we have the label. Let's do that. Label. It's called the product. The first label is going to be for the product. Okay, then we have select. What is the select tag for? Right after this we have the select tag. Name is equal to product. Okay. It's a small p. Alright, so what is next? Alright, yeah, so name is equal to product. What is this? Percentage. It keeps coming up. For product and products. Probably it looks like SQL. For product and products. Well, let's just type that down. How is it picking up this? But it didn't pick up the other one. Wait. Alright, so percentage. For product and products. Product and products. We have an option, alright. Option, we have an option, alright. What is that option? So for the option, the value is equal to the product ID. The value is equal to 2 curly brackets, a bit of a space, and then product.id, and then space. And then we come out of it, and then we go into the option tag. Inside it, alright, so product.name, let's do that first. Product.name. No, don't hang up, please. We're deep into the project. Do not hang up. Oh, come on. You're serious? You're gonna hang up in the middle of the project? Wow. So yeah, I'm gonna have to restart everything, I guess. Probably gonna have to restart, yeah. Let me just pause and let me just restart. Okay, so I just restarted the system. So hopefully, we don't face any bugs or something like that. So let's get back to the stuff that we were doing. Oh, it's much faster. It is much faster this time, no doubt. It is much, much faster. Please load. Load, 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 load. Let's just inspect. It's not letting me inspect either. There it is, it's inspecting. So the elements haven't loaded either. There it is. It took a lot of time to load for some reason. Let me just see. You see that? It's taking an unbelievable time to load. It's still taking a lot of time to load. Alright, so where were we? We've done the CSRF token. We are at product.name. And there is a space over here. Alright. Okay, now it is time for the circle, the round brackets. Round brackets. And then, inside the round brackets, stock. And we're using a lot of colons today. A lot of colons, actually. Okay, and then 2 curly brackets. Here we go. A bit of a space. Yes, that is just one space. Product.stock. And then space again. And this is where the option ends. Option ends over here. Right after that, we have the end for. Whatever that is for. Percentage, and then end for. Percentage. Oh, there is no space in between and for. And VS Code is taking an awfully lot of time, a lot of time to load. Alright, so and for is done as well. It is time for, no, select is also done. We worked on select, and right after select we have line breaks. And we have 2 line breaks. It is time to work on the label for the quantity right after, and we're still inside the form, most probably. Yes, we are. After the line break, we have another label. Alright, there we go. Label. Quantity. Let's do this. Quantity. Alright. Right after label, we have input. A label for a quantity, and then this is input. And input, let's just remove the input. Why did it say input? It's input, right? Alright, so we don't need the ending tag. The closing tag, we don't need that. we're just going to work inside this. So the type is number. There's two of them. And then the name is quantity. Is that minimum is equal to 1? Is that what it means? Minimum is equal to 1. And then required. So this means it's a required field like those, the ones where you have those stars. And you gotta fill those, otherwise it's not gonna accept. And then we have 2 line breaks again. 2 line breaks. We have 2 line breaks. Alright, 2 line breaks. Alright, okay, so after the 2 line breaks, we have Alright, so yeah, it works. Everything functions. You have all the product, you have the sales, authentication and authorization, categories, products, and sales. You can add stuff, you can remove stuff, you can delete stuff, and all that cool stuff. You see all the categories, you see all the products, and you can do a lot of stuff with them. You have the option to delete and add more stuff. And let's go back to the what do you call the admin? Let's go back to admin, and this is the main. You can see all the recent actions, whatever I've done. It's all listed here, and all this stuff. Change. Select sale to change. Delete sales. Yeah. So we can also just. How do we change this? What is it gonna change? I can probably just delete this, but I'm not gonna do that. You can do this as well. So let's go back to home. So this is a really cool point of sale software. Point of sale, POS, point of sale software. It works just fine. So I'm just gonna shut it down, and that's it. And I'm just gonna close it. So that is it. Alright, so this is it. This is it for the. So this was the project, the point of sale POS, point of sale software, point of sale software. POS, point of sale software, and that's it. I'm just gonna close up the video, end the video. It works, everything runs. We can add stuff, we can delete stuff, we can change stuff, we can do all the sort of stuff like you would do in a professional software. Everything works, so that's it for the video. And this is for uploading to GitHub. I'll probably do this after recording. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned a lot. So thank you for watching the video. Have a nice day. And yeah, I'll upload this project to my GitHub. You can check it out over there. I'll put the link in the description. So do check it out. Bye bye.